So the boys. Before I say anything about the boys, okay, I would like to get this just out the door. It's one of the best superhero series I have ever seen. Period. No argument. I'm not hearing anything other than that. Like no one can tell me otherwise.
Now you're comparing it to all superhero movies.
I'm saying it's one of the best superhero series out there.
Say like if you say it's one of the things, they say about everything is one of something, bro.
It is one of something, but there are some things you can't even call them one of something. And then my top 5, I'm going to put it in there.
Okay, like
This series, like right from the start, it gave the depiction of what people, okay, humans would do if they were given superpowers. No doubt about it.
of course.
Yeah.
So your thing, like the way it started, yeah, it shows what you are talking about. But
Clearly.
for me, so yeah, we are just getting there because the last season, honestly, they rushed. The last season that you've just seen, they rushed for me. So for me, it's not even in my
That's
top
like
20. So I
the
think
boy is not in your top
we
20.
are going to have a bit of fight over here because the way you are hyping the boys, like, nah.
Top 20 what? Movies of all time.
Oh, even though I've been seeing 20 plus superhero movies, it will be outside the top 20.
Bro, you have to be kidding me.
Oh, yeah, because why were they rushing? Like, you get Homelander being beaten by Butcher and Ryan.
It wasn't
Honestly.
a rush. They were both enhanced. Ryan has superpowers.
So they
Butcher
all
has
had the same
superpowers.
strength as Homelander. Is that what you're trying to
No,
say?
they didn't have the same strength as superpowers.
And why was like Homelander trying to run away from them? Why didn't he stand and fight? And we even had Kimiko. Say it's Kimiko, right?
He came to the realization that these people have gotten their hands on a virus that could actually off him.
They said it was the radiation, Kimiko's radiation, rather.
Before Kimiko got that radiation, okay, when Ryan went up to fight him and then he beats Ryan drastically.
What was Ryan even thinking?
Like that was so dumb. Him thinking
He's
of
lucky
going.
that Homelander has compassion for.
Homelander has no compassion. He just saw him as his son.
Yeah,
and
the two kind of thing.
If he could do anything about it, he can raise him to follow in his footsteps. That is just that.
Yeah, like he has illusion that like since he's high up, his offspring should also be like him. Those kind of things. So yeah, I understand that he didn't really love Ryan. He just wanted to use him.
Yes, he just
for
wanted
his
to
own
use
purposes, his own delusional purpose. But the thing is that the way that it ended, you are saying they didn't rush. Like, tell me the reason why you think it did not rush. They did not rush the ending.
I kind of feel like the end was coming. In whichever way they could have gone about it, it would have ended.
Of course, I
It
understand.
would have. Maybe I think I'm understanding you here because Homelander died so quickly
I don't really
in
care
the
about
final battle because as that I think the 7th episode or so, like Homelander had already taken Compound
yes.
V1, and then we knew that the next episode was actually going to be, was it the last episode? So like, how were they going to like put so much into it for it to end perfectly? That is the rush. I think that is where it's coming
Most of the
from.
recent shows, they are always rushing. Why are they rushing? Why are they rushing to?
I kind of feel like
Oh, you can speak.
I kind of feel like sometimes it's the production, like the should I say the audience expectation and all that. It's so many things. I mean, myself, if I was a director and then the audience are actually like calling for something. I mean, it's your audience who are giving you the views and all that. So you should actually give something to them.
And what thing are you talking about?
I mean, I wanted to see Homelander off. Do you get it?
Obviously.
But then
But
the
the
way
thing is
they
that-
did it was too straightforward. Like, you know, right after the series ended, okay, I saw the director, a video of him on TikTok that they could have actually prolonged it like with 2 more episodes before Homelander finally was like out of the way and all that. But then he said something. Compound V is still in the system. What if he gets his hands on some new Compound V and then he comes back to be like the tyrant he has always been. Do you get it? And then this time he's actually going to tread more carefully because he thought he was invincible and he later lost everything. So when he's able to get his hands on some new compound V, he's going to tread carefully. And they didn't want that to happen. I mean,
Why?
it would have been a whole lot of
Honestly,
mess.
If Homelander won, even though Homeland, like, he's an evil bastard, like, he's someone who deserves death,
Yeah.
he winning might have been a bit interesting. Because we always see heroes winning and all and everything. Because Homelander has been deemed as invincible. He's like
That's
this
true.
powerful fool. And we only have one death. Like, only the French guy died. I mean, like, come on. Even when Homelander went there, when he went to that place, the school place where they were doing experiment on Kimiko, like honestly, like I know, say, Homelander like to rush. He rushes.
Yeah.
He doesn't really think
He
fast.
doesn't think through things.
But you've come to a place where you've already heard that there's some experiment going that can off you. And you are searching over the place and you see something that you can't see through. Obviously, isn't that the place where they're going to hide in? But then immediately you see you can't see through. You walk and then you go. That was plot armor. Tell me that I'm wrong. There is no way, even though I already told that Homelander rushes.
Yeah, he does.
Even though he doesn't really think fire, there is no way like he wouldn't try and check inside that place. Because we know season 1, he found a zinc
The zinc
or
box
something, he was
containing
asking-
translucence
Yes.
because he couldn't see through. He wanted someone else to find out
Yes.
what was in there.
Yes.
But here is the case, he rushed. Yes, a flop.
And I'm saying that there's a plot armor because they were trying to they were doing their best to make the boys
Vice
win.
N.
They
Yeah.
were doing their best to make the boys win. And come on, Homelander's end was very far. And what you I was like, I was a bit, hey, I didn't say a word. What the heck is he saying on live television? I don't want to mention it here, but Charlie.
That was like one of the funniest things I had seen.
Oh, bro.
He went on his knees.
I will do this. I'll do this. Hey, come on.
Nah, bro.
Come on, bro. Like this one.
He stooped so low. Like,
I don't really like Homelander's always too solo. He doesn't. Have you seen his real body? His real body. He's not really that muscular, but his costume
it's
is
the
really muscular.
cape
So
and the
his full
seals.
strength lies in that power.
Is super. Yes. He
So
couldn't even
he-
throw a punch.
Yes.
Like,
And if someone friends mentioned something that made me very like it made the show very interesting at the end, a bit interesting for me. The moment Homelander lost his power, you can somehow see that he has become very small. Like the way he even carried himself, that was perfect acting. Charlie. Like I saw him as it was as if that a different actor has come
yes,
on
a
set.
different
The
person.
way he
Yeah.
was acting and moved, I was like, wow,
See,
that's
with
perfection.
Homelander with powers, he walks
Yes.
gallant
Yes.
and grand.
Yes.
Like,
yes,
like there is nothing in his way.
good.
But the moment he realized he had lost it, you
Oh.
could see you could see like the, should I say, the smallness in him.
And then he was saying that all the times I could have killed you. There's one thing I don't like about villains. If you get someone you see off the person, Homelander, you've gotten a lot of chances to kill a butcher, but then because you think you can kill him at any given time.
You let
Oh.
him go.
Oh,
Even which else? The one person he got a number of chances to kill was Huey. Countless times, but he let Huey go all the time because he felt he was superior than him and he would have taken him out anytime, any day, anywhere.
back to episode 1. What the heck was happening between Huey and Starlight? The moment they show Starlight, when Starlight and the others went to rescue them, and then was Starlight jealous that Huey was with that lady? Because I don't know if you've forgotten, but immediately
When
he
they were in that Vought camp
yeah, and they were escaping.
and they were
When the
escaping,
Starlight went somewhere and left Huey alone with that,
yeah,
I was a bit confused. And then Huey came back and lashed out at her. I was like, what the hell is going on? Because I
so
assumed that
I think
Starlight was just like trying to save others and then come back for them. But they made the way they showed it. It's as if
There was
she
some-
intentionally
yeah.
avoided Huey and the lady because I don't know. Can you give me a reason?
So, prior to that, I think Butcher made the whole team understand that we have a goal to achieve. Okay, getting things down to take out Homelander. Homelander was the sole goal.
Yeah.
And then in the plan they had, Frenchie was a very important part of the plan. It was Frenchie Starlight took away, right? Yeah. So I felt like going into that camp to rescue them, the main target was like get the people we need, okay, to actually take out this Homelander.
Frenchie with Kimiko at that time.
Frenchie was with Kimiko, but then they needed someone to fly them out.
Okay.
Kimiko can resist all those gunshots and all that and then still survive because, I mean, she has super healing capabilities and all that.
Yeah.
So I think that is one of the main reasons why she did what she had to do. But then I kind of also think that she got a little bit jealous because, come on, you spend a few weeks in this camp and you are already close to another girl. I mean, come
That's what
on,
you were
bro.
also saying,
Yeah, I mean, it's two things. Yeah,
Very
jealous
petty,
and then
yeah.
sticking to the main goal. Yeah. And then
Senior man,
A-Train, huge respect. Like, A-Train, my man, he really, like, so proud of him. A-Train, if you're watching this, Elton and I are very proud of you, okay? Yeah.
But then how Starlight wanted to like string A-Train in, like I was really disappointed because like A-Train was made it clear that I have a family to protect.
Yes.
And we didn't hear about his family again. Like obviously, I think you think they died.
No, I don't think. I think he took them somewhere they couldn't trace them. He put them under the radar. And, you know, A-Train's death was worth it. What he went through, what he went out of his way to do, which eventually led him to be killed, was good. It happened. He died for the right reasons.
That's like a huge contrast between him and the Deep.
Yes, the Deep is like,
They never meet parallel. Going anywhere.
Deep is like, how do I call it? He's just like a toddler, okay, crying over candy from an adult. That is the relationship he wanted to have with Homelander. And then right from season 1, I don't know, he couldn't get this into his brain that Homelander doesn't have an ounce of respect for him. And you're always doing things that will, like, who does that? And his death,
But
I was so
the
happy.
way he died, it was like they were pushing it for it to happen because it was obvious that
It was obvious, yes.
the moment I saw that the fishes were angry at him, I was like, he's going to die.
He's
by
going
the
to
fishes'
die.
hand.
Yeah,
Obvious.
clearly.
And how Starlight didn't know this, but then drove the fight to the side of the show, like the beach side. I was a bit confused because Starlight didn't know.
Yeah, she didn't know.
The Deep and the fishes are on the beef, or the fishes want to.
Yeah.
It's on the wanted list. The fishes,
In the Aqua Kingdom.
Yes, in the Aqua
Yeah.
Kingdom. He's number 1 on the wanted list.
Yes.
So why was Starlight put Deep
So-
near his power source when he didn't know all this? It was like being forced for it to happen. So yeah,
I also
that thing
think-
is rushed. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah, it was rushed, but I also thought she was trying to take the fight away from the town to reduce the casualties. And then, yes, that's where your point comes in. They were forcing his death, and then the only place they could land was by the beach. Should get it? Yeah. The Deep's death, it was there. And that brings me to Noah's this one. Bro, this is someone who has super strength, resistant to bullets, he can fly. Like, he's a combination of bits of all
He can
this.
fly.
Yes, he can fly. In the previous season.
But I said that was the old Noah.
No, it was this Noah. He can
So
fly.
the first one died.
The first one died. The first one, he couldn't fly and he couldn't actually speak. So they brought in this one to replace him. And you know what? When they were trying to introduce the whole new concept of the Church of America thing, Noah was like, he has a plan for them to introduce Homelander as the savior of the world. Okay. And then during a Sunday church service, Homelander could lay his hand on him and then he could speak and he could fly and all that. He had all these abilities. And then Deep just takes him out like that. That was so poor. Like, it was poor.
Now you're understanding me.
Yes, he
They were
deserved
rushing
more
to
than that.
kill them left and right, but then the main character, the heroes of the story, they were the ones
Yes.
completely shielded from any harm whatsoever.
Was poor.
What the heck?
And one person I really liked was the VIP,
The what?
the vice president.
Another has
She really went out her way to actually make them get hold of Homelander. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really realistic that at the end of the day, he still lost the presidency.
Yes, she lost it.
Realistic.
Yes, she was going to. No matter what, she was
matter what.
going to lose it because,
Only
come
reason
on.
why they even tolerated her was because of Homeland.
Yes, because of Homelander.
So without Homelander, she was not, even though she contributed to the downfall. of
Yeah, she
Homelander.
did. She did great there. She did great there. She
Poor
actually did
father.
great.
Like, did that guy truly believe in Homelander, or he just wanted to stay alive? Because I was a bit confused.
The preacher.
Yeah, the preacher. Oh, father.
Oh,
Like,
father.
honestly, the way he was
Oh.
like devoted to Homelander.
Yeah,
I like,
he
"Ah,
was very devoted to Homelander.
Because he didn't show me as a kind of, I didn't see him as a kind of person who is afraid.
Yeah, of
Because he could
Homelander.
stand tall in front of Homelander.
Yeah,
He could voice his opinions in front of Homelander.
I think he was the only one among the lot who was actually like held Homelander up there. He had faith in him. He believed he could be the savior for all soups and all that. The rest of them all, they were just afraid of him and they just had to do things the way he wanted. Yes, that was
One thing
just
about
it.
Homelander that I believe everyone who watches The Boys knows that Homelander have a soft spot for people who are not afraid of him.
Yes,
If you're not afraid of him,
him,
you can insult him
him,
day in and day out. You can
like
go free.
Sage, Sister
Yeah.
Sage.
And they are-
Sister
and go-
Sage could say things to, like things that Homelander wouldn't take from other people. I'm sure if the Deep said these things to Homelander, he would have went through hell. But then Sage says all these things, and then Homelander can't do anything about it. Yes, that was how. And Soldier Boy, you know,
Why would he be afraid of him?
Soldier Boy, he also did something that was like, yeah, it's
But
good.
listen, that's why I'm saying that they rush course. Like, so he's just in the fridge or whatever at the end of the day. And bomb side too, we assume that he goes with the lady.
He goes. We don't see
we don't see
anything.
at the end. And
Yes.
there are a lot of things, pieces that you just left on the way. For
So
us to
now that's
guess.
when this guy takes over Vault, what's his name?
That guy was,
Yes, Stan. When he takes over Vault, what is he going to do about Homelander? Is he going to bring back the League of Superheroes again or something? We don't know what's going to happen.
That shows
about that.
These kind of things, no matter what happens, it's a cycle. What Butcher was saying.
Yes, it's a
No matter
cycle.
what you do, it's like it just
They should
gave-
have-
it gave him a- it gave
by
him a
him-
black eye. It's
By
what he
him
said.
ending all soups in the world was like way too much. Way too much, bro.
You make me remember Attack on Titan.
I-
Attack on Titan is a masterpiece, number one in every way. Do you want to argue?
in every way,
Every part of cinema, Attack on Titan will be number one.
in every part of cinema, bro.
Okay, it might be second or third in other parts, but in anime,
When it comes to anime,
Attack on
fine.
Titan.
Yes, you and I both agree that when it comes to anime, AOT is the goat. But when you put it in general, like cinema, bro, come on.
so which one will you bring to compete with Attack on
To
Titan?
com-
I just want to know. I'm not saying that Attack on Titan beats everything. I was exaggerating, but then which one will you bring?
Which one will I bring?
Yeah.
Need I go out of my way and maybe? Do you want something that is more, should I say, medieval, like AOT
Honestly,
or anything
if it beats Attack on Titan, just tell me.
in the whole of cinema?
I just want to know what
The Godfather.
The Godfather.
Yes, it's just a single movie.
The Godfather is great. It is
Yes,
one of the greatest movies.
yes.
ever. Come on, bro.
The Godfather on its own is goated.
It's goated, yes.
Yeah, it is.
But it cannot be like attributed with masterpiece.
The Godfather is a masterpiece.
Okay, let's just end it here. We seem that we are moving away. But the thing is, Attack on Titan is a masterpiece. About
And-
that too, the same went with like destroying the rest, which I wholly believed in him and supported him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then that was a good thing to be done.
yes, and those
So-
idiots wanted to stop him and all.
Yes.
That's what makes Attack on Titan perfect. Because if everyone goes alongside the main character, it become unrealistic.
Yeah,
There should
it
be
does.
People with varied opinions, people with different kind of like views. That makes
Same
the thing-
same thing was happening in the finale of The Boys. Like
that
Butcher,
one wasn't really built on.
Butcher, Butcher had hatred for Soup like since day one because of what Homelander did to his wife. That was where the hatred started from. Like, and then if he had a chance to do it, like even in the beginning, he would have taken that chance. He would have taken out all the Soups clearly. But then the finale, you know, we've got to appreciate how much some Soups have gone out of their way to help people who were weaker, like to actually make the society much safer than it used to be. So you now coming to wipe out all these people was like way too much. But is it when in AOT, like these people with this kind of super abilities weren't more like, how do I say, attached to the common folk, like helping them like these suits in the boys did. So Erin's plan of like ending everything in that way was perfect. But here, you definitely have to think about it in two ways to get to weigh the options.
Plan, they were relying heavily on those soups.
Yeah, they
You
were
are the one who built those underground thing for them.
everything.
To
Yes,
You're relying on them.
So,
Ashley.
yes.
Ashley helped.
And
But
then Huey
when
has a
MK
wife who is a soup and all that. They are in love.
He was not really thinking about them.
Yes.
One thing about him was
He
was-
thinks about himself.
when he says I'm going here,
That's
he
why.
doesn't care who is going to hurt to achieve it.
Yeah. But you know, I really wanted him to die in a battle, like in a fight, not just a gunshot from Huey.
Yeah, honestly, I also didn't like that at all.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
And he, the moment you shoot him, you're like, I'm sorry. Come
I
on,
said,
bro.
come on, bro. You're not sorry. If you don't,
I'm
if you
sorry.
hadn't killed him, he would have taken out your whole world, your wife, your friends, and everyone. Yeah, and French's death, it was worth it. I mean,
Oh, my friend is dead. Like
yeah,
the way they write it,
he's the only one who died out of the boys. I mean,
when they try to make a joke out of his real and all.
oh my
They want to have
days.
fun, but,
Yeah,
they were designed for Frenchie to die and for Homeland to leave him suffering. For them to come and save their lives where it's convenient.
yeah, but then,
Had a happy ending. Sage.
yeah, she did. She did.
A very spectacular happy ending.
Yeah, she did.
She got rid of her curse.
Everything, and then she could live a normal life. She could live an ordinary normal life where she gets to think about what to eat and then enjoy the things she loves to do. Yeah,
Like I once saw someone saying that like Sage wasn't really smart since she couldn't like replicate the V1. Like did they think like she really wanted to do the V like to make that formula?
no, she didn't.
She was trying to like prevent Homeland from
Prevent
getting
it.
it.
She wished that they had never discovered it.
So he was sacrificing a bunch of people.
Yes,
So that Homeland will not get
will not get the
view.
V1.
So yeah, he was sacrificing a lot to.
And then she overestimated her abilities. That is why she couldn't predict that Soldier Boy couldn't be fully trusted. She overestimated herself.
It was very interesting when that
Yes, it
happened.
was very interesting.
Very,
Do you
like,
remember
whoa, this will happen,
when-
this will happen. Look at her. Look at her.
when she was predicting all that, and then when Bomb Sight came in, and then Soldier Boy and Bomb Sight took the fight outside, and then
So people are predictable.
took Bomb Sight's powers away and all that, and then it comes to Homelander and Soldier Boy facing each other, and Homelander was like, "Don't make me do this." They were having this sort of, and Sage's face popped up, and then she was smiling, hinting to them that I told you this will happen.
I told you so. You're a child.
Then she was like, "No," and Butcher's reaction was like, "Run," because once Homelander took the V, they knew that that was end game for them. It was actually end game for them.
One thing about the boys' tools ending was how a lot of Homelander's powers were overlooked. Like he didn't really show everything. He can see through things.
You can
and
see
stuff,
through
but then-
things. Yes, he has super speed.
But Butcher doesn't have super speed.
It's
right?
just the
He can't
tentacles.
fly.
He can't fly.
So are you telling me that Homelander couldn't like hear them or try and like see them?
He
or
has super
something?
hearing too. But at that particular point in time, like all these super abilities didn't come into play. Like
All his powers somewhere for him to be killed. Cause look at it, like, it didn't make any sense. And where were all the supers who were supposed to come and
it just
to come to the capital to protect the capital and all? Like everything
where
when
were they?
Homelander was telling them to
Yes,
come back.
where were they? But then I feel like once his death was declared, all the other soups, especially the bad guys, are going to be scared because the one you look up to, okay, the one you look up to and fear has been brought down in such a way on national TV for everyone to see. I mean,
Don't you think that will rather bring chaos?
no, it's not. Because Homelander was like the god figure of soups. Everyone feared Homelander. most of these suits who were following him out of the fact that if we follow him and anything happens, he's not going to come back at us to kill us. And then he's disgracefully killed in this way by this bunch of people. Do you think people are willing to stand up against these people? Just look at it from that way. No.
Okay, by all means, there will be a group of soups who will think this is their moment, this is their chance for them to do something, for them to rise up to the top.
Yes, definitely.
Because people are, like Sage said, predictable.
Yes, predictable.
So some people will find 1 or 2 or 3 people who are going to want to take that chance.
If Noah was alive, I'm sure he would have done that. Because Noah is very powerful, regardless of the fact that he was taken out like poorly, like the Deep. The Deep is like one of the most powerless in the 7. I mean,
but he's strong.
He's strong, but then he's weak.
Because, do you think that Starlight was holding back when she was fighting
Yes,
him?
Starlight was clearly holding back.
The fight was like the Deep had a chance, but you can fly.
You can fly.
Bomb him anytime you
Yes.
want, but then she was fighting on the ground. Like that's why I was saying that the ending was rushed for some dramatic ending, like the Deep getting torn out by fishes, which he has
An
betrayed.
octopus like that.
Mm.
You are the master of the ocean. So if all these creatures are against you, can't you use the ocean to your advantage?
But so, his power
Can't he
is communicating,
control-
isn't it? Communicating with the fishes, or he has powers.
He's the Lord of the 7 seas.
Isn't it just a title?
It's a title because he's the Lord of the 7
You know
seas.
what I'm saying?
I'm sure there is
What is his
more to
power?
it.
In the sea, if not, because I haven't seen him do anything like pushing
Pushing the waves
water
like
bending,
Aquaman
Katara and
and-
all those things. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I've
him
not
do
seen
anything.
that
So I thought that his power is making friends with fishes, or
Fishes.
any animal in
in the
the
ocean.
ocean and befriending them. So that So every single
That
moment
could be.
the fishes saw that or heard that he had betrayed them, they didn't think of him as a higher.
Higher.
They thought of him as a friend who has betrayed them.
Okay,
So
that
maybe it might be
explains
the
it. That
case that-
explains it.
He's only friends with them, and he asks them for favors.
Yep.
So they are like, if you
That
know
could be
someone
right.
who, like, you are the only person who know them, you are the only one with the connection.
Like Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah,
Have you watched
yes.
Dr. Doolittle?
Yes, a long time ago. But I don't know how to communicate with them. So the dog, I was saying the dogs. So the fishes or the animals there will see you as special. Or
Yes.
They'll see you as someone like who or like them, because you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it. I get
So
it.
I don't think he really had dominion over them.
Over
because-
them. Unlike
Yeah.
Aquaman,
Yes. Aquaman,
Okay.
He was a king there, so which I
King of Atlantis.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was very different.
But then, nonetheless, the boys has come to an end.
As I said,
And
they
then,
didn't really do it for me.
but they did it for me though.
Yeah, that's why we are going to fight after this.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see the fight between myself and Elton after this episode, make sure you join us on our next episodes.